What's up, you guys? It's your boy Miguel giving you your daily dose of radiation. In today's video, we'll cover how hard is it using slash, operating the X-ray machine, to be in specific, the portable X-ray machine. So, I've been doing X-rays for a few years. I do night shift, trauma 3, ER. So, as far as portable X-rays, there is a vast range of options depending on your hospital. You'll see from some of the more, popular brands are like the Fuji, the Siemens, the GE, and then there you can just Google it and you'll have like so many. So depending on where you push the button, there'll be different kind of portables. And then there's all types of models, and then it all depends kind of when your hospital chooses to upgrade to said newer model, or if the old one finally breaks down. There's various different models that will kind of change the interface of how it's used. The concept is still the same. Maybe the way the layout of the screen is different. So imagine you have different screensavers, or different, it'll be like using like an iPhone versus an Android, depending on which one you have. So maybe one certain stuff you'll be able to do. We have two portables that are the exact same. They're both Fujis. One's Fuji 1, Fuji 2. So with those two, they were I think a year apart. So one is slightly more advanced than the other one, but even certain stuff we call it got patched on certain other ones, where you can't drag and drop pictures, or you can't if you mess up, you can't fix it on the machine. You have to fix it on PACS. There's all different machines. With time, your older techs can kind of tell you what you can and can't do with certain machines. It just takes time to learning your portable. But it's pretty simple. Usually, you'll turn it on, and they'll have a locking mechanism. You'll have to, whatever code they have. Most of the time it's just the easy 1, 2, 3, 4, or the RadTech, stuff like that, or just a simple lock, unlock, little button thing you'll have to press, and then the interface pops up. Usually it'll be a blank screen, or for HIPAA protection, they'll have those. So you click through that, and then the work list will show up, and then you'll click who your patient is. Let's say his name is Chad. Got Chad Gomez, let's say, just throwing a name out there. Over here, click it, Chad Gomez getting a chest X-ray. So usually there's a little plus symbol with an X-ray. You click it and it'll generate, okay, what kind of X-ray you want to do. Pick whatever. And then you'll go do your whole X-ray, shoot it, come back. Then you're okay. You look at it, you're okay, is it marked? If it's not marked, then you can annotate it, or okay, did I shoot it in a specific way? Was he supine? Was he erect? Whatever, you can customize. Or maybe you shot it, it's burnt, and then you try to fix it. This is my advice, always try to fix your mistakes on the portable machine, because you have the most level of controllability as far as post-processing, because you'll be able to fix it a little bit more compared to once it gets sent over machine, because some packs are more limited, so try to fix it on. And then other ones, with our update in our software, not with our current rads that are in the hospital, but when you send them to the online rads, because I do night shift, we have to deal with them. The picture that gets sent from the portable is the one that they see. So it doesn't matter if on PACS we post-process it. That one's only for our local rads here. I don't know if that's for everyone, but that's kind of where we're in. So our boss is always when in doubt, make sure you fix it on the portable machine. So that's something to keep in mind. Same thing with if your network goes down, you might have to put stuff in manually, which ours, you'll have to put like the session number or the MRN number, patient, like you'll basically be filling out everything. Name, date of birth, sex, gender, whatever. Like you'll have to do the whole spiel, which is kind of time consuming a little bit, especially if like they have a lot of stuff going on. It's a little bit of a hassle, I ain't even gonna lie. As someone who does night shift and deals with it, every couple of months you'll have what we call downtime, or they try to update the system. You'll have to go through some loops, and even with the portable. I mean, worst case, you always have the what we call quick start / emergency exam. So with that one, you don't have to worry about no patient name, no information. It's just like a blank sheet. You just shoot it. Usually that's for emergencies, or if sometimes your machine, your portable, that his name doesn't spawn in. When that happens and it's not on your work list, so one or two things happen. One, you shot some other patient under that name. So always go into your history and double check. If it's not there and you've been doing a good job, okay. The next thing is, okay, it's not spawning in. So usually it's your network, or you may have to move it, like from whatever computer system you have, you might have to move it back. So usually we use Epic at work. Usually you'll have to move back the work list too before you add it to the tech work list, quote unquote. So you have to move it back and then move it back. Sometimes it gets stuck. I'm not sure. That's what will happen. And then usually it'll spawn in, or other times your portable is just not connecting to the internet and you'll have to go that route, restarting it or reconnecting it. Elevators will mess with your portable a lot. I've noticed when I go to do morning ports, just portables in general. So you'll have to keep that in mind, because sometimes you'll shoot like 5-10 exams and then come downstairs and it still hasn't sent over. So you'll have to always make sure your little thing's connected to the network. And then if it all fails, you could do the Ethernet cable and just hook it up manually, internet to the manual way. So there's that deal. And I mean, as far as everything else, it's kind of on a user basis, because every portable machine has their little quirks or what you have to do. Or you'll find little cheat codes which will come with your things. So what I mean by that is, okay, when you expose a patient, usually you'll have like the rendering time, like where it'll go from being kind of like super wide out to the actual picture. So there's certain quirks you can use, like for instance, like on our certain portables, if you use a certain type of exam, like, because they'll be like AP chest with grid, AP chest virtual grid, like there's different options for the same thing. So of course you don't want to use a grid on everything, because then it shoot it hot. But like the non-grid one, like there's one where it'll slightly process more faster compared to other ones. I've kind of learned that, which, I mean, I do morning portables, so I do like 50 portables a day, so I was just messing with the portable machine. So those, apparently for my portable, will slightly process faster. And then there's the other one where there's like a tiny bottom left corner, there's like a tiny version of your picture. I don't know why, it's just like an icon. And usually that one will spawn in first before even the white one will finish spawning in. So like I can kind of look at that one and kind of gauge if I clip like the apices or the clusterphrenic angles of the Xray. So I can automatically look there and kind of be like, okay, as it's processing, I'll be like, okay, well, we clipped the bottom so we can already adjust it and everything. And then if it spawns in the bigger picture and I see, oh, well, that's fine. Or, you know what, we did clip it, let's go ahead and shoot it. It's all little things that you can do to be more time effective. So Hope that helps, and see you on the next one.